Hi there, welcome here. In this video, I would like to give you some advices and tips on how to resolve issues while you are watching the course. This video applies for every ENCODE course, so no worries if you are watching a different course or you are working on a different project, this applies also for you. Okay, so let's start, and first I need to tell you it's pretty normal to get errors. Okay, while you're watching the course, you can maybe misspell something, you'll make some typos in the code, or you will copy something wrongly. Okay, so I just want to encourage you that if you get errors, no worries about that. There is always a way how to resolve them. Okay, so let's introduce some errors. Okay, let's say you are coding and you will forget to provide the ending element, or so you will make some typo in the code. Okay, the first thing, always read the message. Okay, so here is straight clear that we are missing the ending tag here, expected corresponding JSX closing tag. Okay, and by the way, this is very specific error, but also you can get a different errors in a different programming languages. Just read the message and maybe you will resolve it by yourself. Okay, maybe sometimes you will get more generic message like this. I will introduce here a different type of error. I will remove the starting tag and ending tag. All right, maybe you will get something like this. Adjacent JSX elements must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. When you get something like this or some generic message, it's always good practice just to Google, to search for the message, and probably you will find you will provide the answer for it. Okay, for example, here you're on Stack Overflow, and you will see here answer. You shouldn't put the components between an enclosing tags here. Okay, you should always have a one root element, and that's the answer. So you can try to figure it out by yourself. You can Google for an answer, but don't spend more than 10 minutes maybe of it, because you will get too frustrated with the course. So if you still cannot resolve the issue, I'm always including the code in every lecture. So if you will stop the video, on the right side or on the bottom in the description of the video, there is usually a link to the code what I was working on during the lecture. Okay, so usually you will find a link to some particular lecture. Okay, for example, here, line interface. Okay, this will be included in the lecture line item interface, and you can see what I've been working on. You can see here I have added some lines of code here in this file here. Okay, in a framework common types car.ts. Okay, so what you can simply do, you can compare your code with mine, or if you cannot find the issue, you can just simply copy it. You can view the file, and it will copy the entire file, for example, here. Okay, the file of a common types car.ts. Okay, and yeah, you can see also the lines I have removed. So for example, I have removed this line here on line 14. I have replaced it with this line on line 14. Okay, so I have just added here one import and so on. And if you cannot read it, all right, or it's maybe there is a lot of red lines and green lines, you just again click here view file and just simply copy paste it, or just check the lines I have been changing. Okay, so if you still have an error even after you have checked the code and you copy pasted the code and everything is good, there is a good practice then to create a gist of your code. For example, let's say the issue is happening in the file here. Okay, let's get it like this. Okay, so imagine it's happening here. What you can do, all right, you just send me your code. Okay, so you can create here a gist like this. I will create here, just let's call this file as you want, index.ts, and it will create public gist. It will create public gist of your code. All right. You will send me this code, this link to Q&A section. Okay, so you'll say here, I have here error, okay, and you will also include the error message. So for example, this, you will make a screenshot like this, or you can copy paste the entire message. You will include the message, and also you will include your code, what you have been working on. Okay, so that's the one approach. The other approach is simply, if you have a GitHub repository, send me the entire GitHub repository, or you can simply zip your code, the entire project, you can zip it, and you can send me through the vTransfer, okay? So for example, you are working here on some project, let's say e-commerce next Shopify, you will just right click here and you will zip the project. So compress into zip file, and you will send me the zip file on my email, okay? Maybe before that, when you're working on some JavaScript project and you have a node modules, maybe you can remove the node modules before, because it takes a lot of space. So maybe you can remove node modules, you will zip the file. Okay, so let me zip the file like this. It will zip it, and then simply send me here. Okay, so email to. You will select the file first. Okay, so here my zip file. Here is a zip. Okay, I need to select single file. Add your files or select the folder. So, okay, so select file here. Okay, so select the file, you'll send the file, and you will send it to this email. And also, always when you're sending me the file, provide me a message, okay? So write it on Udemy Q&A section or provide me a full message here. Always the best is to write me on Udemy or on the platform you're watching currently the course, okay? So guys, that's the way, okay? Try to resolve it by yourself. If you're getting too frustrated or spending too much time, check the link included in the lecture that will lead you to the code I have been working on, or create a gist, send me the error message, or send me your whole project, but describe your project, really describe it a lot, what's happening, what you have been working on, what lecture, and what time you get an issue. That should be it. Now you can start watching the course and you can start coding and working on the project. Cheers.